Cases of influenza A, H1N1 or swine flu are on the rise in New Zealand, and among those affected recently were from our community in Christchurch. Just over a week ago, a Samoan grandmother returned from Melbourne, Australia, not realising she caught the swine flu. It was then passed on to 3 members of her family, including a preschooler. The rapid spread of this flu has galvanised the community to act quickly to keep it contained. Malama Papau has this story.
Taking the day off in the name of swine flu.
I've had symptoms of the flu, so I thought I'd better go home so I don't infect anybody.
Swine flu's having a big impact on other Pacific people in Christchurch. Up until the middle of this week, all 34 cases here were from the Samoan community. It's at this Samoan language preschool, Tino e Tasi, where many of the swine flu cases spread from. Here, 9 children and 2 teachers were infected.
Well, we thought that it wouldn't happen to us, but it did, so it was quite a shock for us that we have to be calm about it.
Families we contacted did not want to appear on camera, but one woman told us she'd been quite sick for a few days before she was given Tamiflu.
What other kind of signs and symptoms have you had?
Okay. My body was all aching. When I cough, the blood comes out.
Canterbury's Medical Officer of Health says it's very hard to tell the difference between ordinary influenza and swine flu.
Essentially, it's a cough, sore throat, runny nose and fever, or any combination of those symptoms.
Community leaders are using the Samoan language radio shows on Plains FM to spread a clear message to people who are feeling sick.
Don't come to church because there will be other services the other time, but we have to keep their healthy and, so that don't spread to other people.
The Ministry of Pacific Island Affairs says if you have swine flu, stay at home for 7 days or until you're symptom-free. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing or sneezing. Wash and dry your hands thoroughly. Be prepared with enough supplies in case you're quarantined, and call your doctor or hospital before you turn up. It's advice Dr. Humphrey is hoping will be taken by Pacific people, who he believes are more at risk.
Absolutely. Pacific people are a vulnerable group. Many of our Pacific communities live in quite crowded conditions.
We got a lot of our households got 3 generations who are living there, and it's quite a lot of members living in one household.
Reverend Balile agrees our community is more susceptible, and he's concerned sick people may still want to come into work.
I would encourage them to, stay their home. Don't worry about the money. They will get the money later on.
If you do want more information about swine flu, here's the phone number.